What is up, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is Omega Pro, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on the Killzone Shadow Fall Multiplayer. Now, I just got into one game of Warzone, and I'm going to be talking about my likes and dislikes about the game. So I'm actually going to start off with one thing that I actually really like, and I think it might be just this game mode itself, this classic Warzone thing that I queued up in. But it was actually really fun because it changes objectives throughout the match. So maybe you have to protect a beacon from getting, I guess, destroyed or something like that. And then all of a sudden you have to plant bombs or defend the bombs. And then all of a sudden it turns into a team deathmatch thing. It is really, really cool and really fun. It definitely changes things up a lot. And I feel like that is something that is a very unique thing in a shooter, because generally, you know, people queue up in whatever game mode they want to play, and then, you know, that's it. They don't really venture off too much. Whereas in this, it shows you everything Killzone has to offer. If you're just getting into Killzone, go into Warzone. It is so fun. If you're trying to go for like high freaking KD and stuff, it might not be the thing for you, because this is the type of game mode where you go in, you want to play the objective, you're there to be hectic and run around and try to get everything done, and it's really awesome. Definitely recommend it. That one was very fun. Now, what I have to say about the mechanics themselves in the game, it seems clunky, and that is a huge issue with Killzone. In the past, a lot of people have criticized Killzone 3 and Killzone 2, whatever, especially in the online multiplayer aspect of it being just clunky and doesn't feel as smooth as other shooters. Well, Shadowfall claims to run at a full 60 frames per second in the multiplayer. However, it didn't really feel like that to me. It felt weird, and I guess this is probably where being a PC gamer has its faults. I guess because since I'm used to PC keyboard and mouse, controlling that with a regular controller was a little bit weird. But then again, when I hopped on Call of Duty, this was on PS3 by the way, when I played Call of Duty on PS3, I was just fine. So it's got to be a problem with Killzone. What Killzone tries to do is it tries to give weight to your character, like you're actually swinging around a gun and stuff, and I can respect that and all. But if you want to create a fun multiplayer experience, you don't really have to go for things like that. With Killzone Shadowfall, it seems like they wanted to go for a combination of fast-paced action like Call of Duty and the slow sort of gameplay style of Battlefield, because the map that I played on was really fucking small. There was like essentially this one building and then you know, alleyways and stuff behind it and stuff. It was very, very, very small. But the way the game plays seems like it's made for huge maps. Like the class that I played the most of was Assault, and in the Assault class you throw down a shield and you can shoot through the shield, but things can't hit you, and then like grenades and projectiles and stuff bounce off and all that other crazy stuff. And you know, if this was a bigger map, that would be a lot more interesting. That'd be like in Call of Duty, like I'm gonna draw parallels to that because that's the most popular shooter right now. I personally don't like Call of Duty anymore, but let's just say in Call of Duty you have those small ass maps, and then you got a guy with a shield camping there. How the hell are you supposed to kill him? You're just supposed to empty your bullets into his shield until it goes away or something. I did not see them go away with time. There were shields that were up for very, very, very long times, and I guess the only way to get rid of them is to just wear them down with bullets, which is weird, but whatever. You know, this is still the launch and stuff like that. Another thing, people die way too slowly in this game. I don't know if this is because, if you guys don't know, it's still launch day for the PS4 at the time I'm recording this, and there were issues at the launch of people not being able to connect online and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's some server issues going on where maybe not every bullet is connecting and some weird stuff like that. I don't really know, but people take way too long to kill, and this wouldn't really be an issue except that your guns are fitted with like your standard ammo. So like in a standard shooter, you know, a gun has like 30 bullets or so. In this game, the gun has 30 bullets, but people take way longer to kill, thus you have to reload longer or spend more time reloading, and then that ends up being the benefactor to why you died, because you're sitting there reloading because you killed one guy, and then somebody turns around the corner and catches you while you're reloading, and then now that guy has to reload, and then somebody catches him while he's reloading, and it seems like it doesn't know what it wants to be yet. Then again, I only played one match, so I can't really be too judgmental. It seems weird to say the least. I had fun, don't get me wrong. The Warzone stuff was very fun. Getting used to a new shooter and stuff like that is always fun for me. Will it stand the test of time? That has yet to be determined, obviously, because it's the first day that the game has been released. Um, I think if you have a party of people, you're gonna have a lot more fun with this game. It's gonna be a lot more of a better time for you. For me, I was just going sort of solo, and it was okay. I might play it here and there if I'm, trying to kill some time, or if I'm, watching something on Netflix or watching a YouTube video or listening to a podcast. I might hop on Killzone Shadow Fall for a little bit and shoot around this stuff. One thing I didn't really understand are there seems to be like these kill streaks. I don't even know what the hell they are, but there was this like robot-ish thing flying around the map and it kept shooting me and stuff. I don't know if that's some sorry about that. I don't know if that's some sort of equipment, if it's a kill streak. I don't know how to get that. The game doesn't really explain anything. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing here. Then again, all that stuff goes with time. I feel like if I put enough time into the game, if I learn the maps, learn the guns, and learn all this and that and the third, it won't be as alien to me as it is now. Because right now, I don't know what the hell is happening. Everything is just weird and out of control for me. But it's an okay multiplayer. If this was a multiplayer that were tacked onto a single player game, it would be phenomenal. But as a game that is primarily based around multiplayer, this leaves a little bit to be desired, because obviously the single player to these first-person shooters aren't the main focus. This one, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm not that much of an FPS fan anymore. I'm very much more towards RPGs now at my time of life at this moment. I don't know if that's the case, but as it stands right now, the Killzone Shadow Fall multiplayer is just okay. Things are too slow. It doesn't feel like I'm churning fluidly. The control feels off. I feel like if it controlled better, then I would enjoy this. I'd be playing it right now instead of making this video, but I just can't get my head around the controls of this game. And I know it's not because I'm used to PC FPSs, because I've played other FPSs on like PS3 and stuff like that recently too, and had no issues with it. So I know it's an issue with Killzone Shadowfall itself. But then again, I don't know if I'm unique to that, or that problem is unique to me rather. I don't know what's going on, but as it stands right now, Killzone Shadowfall is I don't really know what to feel about it. But I'll definitely be playing it more to bring more videos for you guys. Like this video if you guys want to see more Killzone Shadowfall stuff. I can definitely make that stuff happen. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.